Welcome to Integrated Science. I am Ms. Kase.
And I'm Ms. Laporte. Welcome.
This year in Integrated Science, your child will be learning about chemistry, physics, and earth science. The first third of our class is chemistry, where we are currently learning about the essential skills in science. The next unit, we will talk about compositions of matter, including the elements on the periodic table, atomic structure, and energy. And the second unit is changes in matter, which include chemical bonds and reactions, formulas, and nuclear energy and reaction.
And so as Ms. Kay said, that's going to take us through the first third. The second third of our course will start in the end of first semester, which will be getting physics. We will be looking at dimensional analysis, so converting between different units. And then we'll also be looking at speed and calculating speed. We head into second semester, we'll continue with physics, and we will be looking at Newton's laws, so forces and motion and acceleration. And then we will take a look at energy as a whole and look at work and power and how we conserve energy and how it becomes transformed.
And then the last third of our class, our fan favorite for our students, is earth science. In earth science, we talk about weather and climate, geology, and disruptions on earth like volcanoes and earthquakes. And then we go into space science about the Big Bang Theory, the universe in general, and then also about the sun and our solar system.
Okay, so in terms of assessment and grading, so students are being held accountable. We are obviously taking into consideration the current circumstances, but we are holding kids accountable and we are grading them. So as you are probably familiar with, for this semester at Lockport, we are eliminating final exams. So we have 100% of the students' grade is their work. And you can see the breakdown here on the slide. 50% of their grade will be their tests. And by test, we mean their summative unit test at the end of that big chunk of material. And that will be about half of their grade. The rest of their grade will be broken up into formative assessments like quizzes, labs, projects, and daily assignments. Quizzes will be formatively done in the middle of units and in between things to check for understanding. Labs and projects, we'll be doing our best to try and have students do labs at home if possible. We will be working on virtual labs, and then we'll be looking to have them do individual and hopefully some type of partner or group projects as well. Depends on what we can get done. And then lastly, daily assignments. Daily assignments are our practices. We usually do them in Google form, and they allow for multiple attempts, which is great. So students can continually reflect and review on the materials and understand what they are not understanding and get better at that. Note that in Infinite Campus, you should be checking that regularly. I see. We put comments for all of our assessments, comments like you need to redo this, or a student did not turn in, or it was turned in but not completed, etc. So those are all available on Infinite Campus. We will update grades multiple times a week. So give us time once the assignment's turned in, but we will make sure we're trying to keep that grade book as up to date as possible.
All right, so what instructional help is available at our school and within our classroom? Our classroom, we utilize the Google Classroom, but we mostly utilize the Google site. The Google site website is on the bottom of this slide for you, and it looks like it does on the right. The nice thing about this is that it's laid out nicely for each unit. Each unit has a page with all of the information that it needs on there. And in order to get there, in case they don't know how to navigate on the left-hand side there, they just click that little button where it says, so what we're learning right now. Students can set up individual meet times with Ms. Laporte and I between 1 and 3 p.m. on Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. They just need to let us know and we can send out a Google Meet and we can meet with them during that time. We also utilize the Remind app and email. The Remind app is great. The codes for that will be on the next slide. We encourage that students and their parents sign up for that. We send out a week in preview at the beginning of the week so students and parents know what is happening within our classroom, things that are due, the events that will be taking place. And then there will also be kitchen table tutoring. We don't have all the information on that just yet for this year, but we do know that it's happening. Ms. Laporte is one of those tutors, so she'll be able to help fill us in as it gets started.
Absolutely. Okay, For the Remind app, we ask that our students have that on their phone so that they get the messages via notification or a text message. So they would have to put in their phone number in there versus just getting the email from Remind, because too many emails this year, obviously. We would encourage our parents as well of these students to put in, to get this Remind app and to put in the class code for your student's class period. So please double check their schedule and make sure you are choosing the correct code so that you are getting the information for that class and for your student. This is a great way, as Ms. Kase said, we push out a week in preview video that overviews what we're going to be doing for the week every Sunday. And we also provide reminders throughout the week if necessary, especially when there's assessment coming up or something like that. We like to remind students, and it allows us to send individual messages for students if they need to redo something or see if they turned in something that we don't have marked down.
And then if you have any questions, or our contact information is here. We also advise if you could please email both of us. You'll just get a more timely response if you email both of us. One of us might see it quicker than the other person. So we also let the students know this as well on our Google site. On the bottom of the page, there is a button that says email both of us. So it says email Ms. Kase, Ms. Laporte. If you have Google, it will add our names and our emails right to that email. And then we also have our voicemails if we're ever not in school. Please just leave us a voicemail, and that actually comes to our email. So we can get back to you once we know that you've called. Then our Google site is also down there on the bottom as well.
And you should be able to access that. Just ask your child and they can point you in the direction and you can copy that and put it in your own web browser. We look forward to working with your child this year in this class. Our goal is to help them succeed even in this unusual environment that we find ourselves in. We ask for your cooperation and your help in order to help with focus and time management and organization. We have volunteered our services to help them with that, and we look forward to your cooperation helping your children to be able to navigate this school year. So please feel free to contact us with any questions or concerns. Throughout the year, we are available to help with anything. So thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.